What is a firmware update, and what does a firmware update do? Firmware updates affect the features of the knee itself and can affect the features seen in the app. Our engineers are always working on exciting new features in the Quattro, and this allows you to remotely add new features or add new features about existing functions without having to send the knee to PROTEOR. This way, every person that uses a Quattro can have the latest and greatest innovations without having to send the knee in for updates. I think of this like when you get an update on your cell phone operating systems and you get to see all the new emojis without having to buy a new phone. Firmware updates are not automatic and must be manually uploaded to the knee using the GaitLab app by the prosthetist. The current firmware version is 3.5.1. You'll need to have the current version of the app, 3.4.0, to be able to apply the latest firmware to the knee. How do I know if the knee has the latest firmware? In either the Freedom Innovations or GaitLab app, connect to the knee, go to the Status tab along the bottom, and the firmware version will be listed. Updating to the latest firmware needs to be done in the GaitLab app. Also, when connecting to a knee that has a firmware update available, you'll see a pop-up letting you know at connection and any time a calibration is attempted. Here's how to update the firmware. First, open GaitLab, select Quattro, and select the serial of the knee that you'd like to update. Once connected, you'll see this pop-up that tells you a firmware update is available and how to navigate to the Update Firmware section of the app. Hit OK to dismiss the pop-up, navigate to the Tools tab along the bottom of the app screen, then select Update Firmware. You'll see that the latest firmware version is listed. Tap Update Now and the process will begin. Depending on the strength of your Wi-Fi, it can take anywhere from about 10 to 20 minutes to complete. Once complete, the app will disconnect from the knee. You can then reconnect to the knee and check the firmware version in the Status tab along the bottom of the app screen to ensure the installation was successful.